Hello and welcome to Gist Nigeria. Coming up on the program, housing deficits, a holistic look at Nigeria's real estate sector, the pros, cons, and their scams. Also, understanding vitiligo. We'll hear from Albert, who's embracing his new skin. And mental illness, stress, lack of social support push some Kenyan police officers to suicide. Plus,
hi, my name is Ekemini Umo. Check me out.
The electrical engineer, passionate about gender inclusiveness in our field. It's good to have you join us on Gist Nigeria, brought to you by the BBC and Channels Television. Here, we provide fresh perspectives to stories making the rounds on social media. I am Wali Fakile. Today, we start with the Nigerian real estate sector. Although housing is a basic human necessity for most Nigerians, owning a home is cultural and also a symbol of economic stability. But with increasing housing deficit and economic situation in the country, this desire is almost unachievable for many. Some turn to real estate companies offering flexible payment options and promising to help them achieve their desire. In this report, Gist Nigeria's Seyifunmi Olatide looks at how some of these real estate companies take advantage of unsuspecting buyers and what you must do not to be scammed.
A semi-unregulated multi-trillion naira industry, leaving many Nigerians at the mercy of real estate companies. The ugly sides of the business have left many disappointed, heartbroken, and sometimes homeless. Osaronse Imariagbe traveled to Italy in search of greener pastures. He worked hard to own property back home in Nigeria. And to avoid land fraud, he turned to a real estate company.
They said the total package is 1,650,000. So I do the first deposit, then I keep paying every month. So I finished my payment January 2nd, 2020. They now say I should wait for 6 months. The 6 months complete. I keep sending message, they drop document that are finished payments. When are you going to do the normal physical allocation? So they keep posting, a lot of people subscribe on that estate. So I have to wait until it gets to my own batch.
After 2 years, Osaronse was allocated a piece of land, but not the one he paid for.
It's like they now want to go and buy that place. You understand? Because I have made payments, so they can't refund my money. They want to refund, they will now remove something. They know what they are doing.
Emmanuel Ihanacho bought a real estate offering, hoping to live in a certain area of Lagos, southwest Nigeria. But his hopes stumbled when he came face to face with reality.
They took me to one estate that they are selling. Then after paying the money, when they want to allocate the plots, they took me to another place different from what they showed me in the first place.
Osaronse and Emmanuel are lucky to finally get allocated. There are stories of others left in the cold or duped outright. Scams in the Nigerian real estate sector come in different forms, and newspaper headlines scream in bold texts. Tolulokpe Onolaja, an estate developer, offers a plausible explanation for two of the most common malpractices in the industry: reallocation of land and hidden charges.
You hear cases of reassigning people to other estates. So you could buy a property, and at the end of the day, you try to resolve the issues on it, and it's unresolvable. So do you go back to the clients to say, oh, it's unresolvable? So they'll be like, oh, that means you told us a lie. So sometimes we just have to look for another alternative in, close to what they had bought to take them to. Nigerians generally, and mostly human beings, we don't read. So you come into the company, you want to buy a property, we give you a form. Most of them don't even read it. They are not looking at the terms and conditions. They are not. They just fill the form, sign, and they are off.
What does the law really say about all this?
It behoves you as a person who is going into that contract to ask the details of the contract you want to enter. For instance, if you're buying land where you have subscribed to maybe an estate. So if at the end you're now being given a piece of land that is outside where you actually subscribe to, you can then have a case against that real estate company.
Although the Real Estate Developers Association of Nigeria denies that its members are part of the scam, it recognizes that there are sharp practices in the industry.
We have made so many pronouncements to the public that at any time, given time, anybody that was being defrauded by a developer happens to be a Radiant member, all we need from him is to bring their receipt. We will make sure we get funds for their money.
In 2021, the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offense Commission, ICPC, uncovered a real estate scam in Abuja, the Nigerian capital, a situation that got the attention of the House of Representatives. Act 3 of 1992 established the National Housing Fund to mobilize funds that will facilitate the provision of affordable housing for Nigerians. Under the NHF law, every Nigerian earning more than 3,000 naira per annum is required to contribute 2.5% of their monthly basic salary to the fund. These deductions will then be made available to contributors at affordable interest rates to build homes. But the housing deficit in Nigeria seems to be getting worse, and fraudulent real estate companies are cashing in. In November 2021, the Senate passed the Real Estate Regulation and Development Bill to provide standardization in real estate development.
The essence of this bill is that anybody who is building above 5 houses, from 5 houses above, you must come and register with that council. And that council consists of all the professionals in the built industry. And before you do any estate, you must register, and we will do KYC. Who is behind this estate, who are your directors, who are this, and so forth, so that we make sure that that KYC will be a formidable thing that everybody doing any estate in Nigeria must make sure that that guy is being known by the authority concerned.
But it's not all doom and gloom. Some Nigerians like Segun Alabi have had it good. He subscribed to a real estate company's monthly installment option for a piece of land.
I had to visit the company myself, and luckily for me, the day I went there, I met one of these Nollywood celebrities who happened to be one of the ambassadors to the company. So on getting there and seeing him, that gave me an encouragement that I'm in the right place. And as soon as I finished paying the whole money for the land, I was taken to where the piece of land is, and my own land was allocated.
Gist Nigeria reached out to the Lagos State Real Estate Regulatory Authority for clarification on how real estate is regulated in the state. But the special advisor to the governor on housing, Toke Benson Awoyinka, who leads the agency, was said to be busy with campaign activities and unavailable for comments. However, information on the agency's site indicates that LASRERA is saddled with a major task of registering and keeping data of all real estate practitioners in the state and prosecuting errant practitioners accused of defrauding citizens. So, how can you play in the real estate industry in Nigeria and come out unscathed?
People must actually know the location of where they intend to buy. Don't pay for anything in cash. Pay through electronic means, a source that can be verified. Before you buy a property, ask for the title document of that property and hand it over to a professional. Don't sign any document without having your lawyer beside you.
The disappointment experienced by Emmanuel and Osanrose could perhaps be a major smear on the real estate industry if nothing is done to stop the ugly trend. This is a major task that credible players in the industry see as non-negotiable. Seyifunmi Olatide, Gist Nigeria.